just been going crazy. Um, I have been doing something every single day. Um, it's like it's been a constant thing since that medical week I had with my son, unexpected 6 hours in the hospital. My husband. It just seems like it's nonstop for me, especially since I have this dog. And I called the vet the day after I did. As you saw in my video, I posted an annotation. I called the vet the next day because some people were saying that advice was given to me that every dog is different. It might be a UTI, but if it's coming from the vaginal canal, it's probably she might have been in heat or whatever. And so I called my vet on Saturday because I was getting really scared because now it was 2 days that she was bleeding, and he had told me because my dog was not in heat, which is further proof that she wasn't 9 months old. And that he said that she was borderline in heat. She was about to go into heat when he opened her up. And he said because he noticed that there was a lot of blood in the area, and he was like, "Is she in heat?" Because they're supposed to charge you more if she is. But this is like a low cost clinic, so they don't have any of these added. Because if you go to a vet, even the ASPCA, if they're in heat, they charge you more. Every little thing, they charge you more money. But this was a low cost spay neuter, and they just did it. They didn't worry about it. And so they told me she would spot like that for a whole week. And thank goodness I don't see any blood anymore. And she gets her stitches out. She's supposed to get her stitches out on Sunday. That's 10 days, but they're closed. So I'm going to see if I can bring her tomorrow. If not, I'm definitely bringing her on Monday. I can't stand that thing around her head. She took it off a couple of times, tried to rip out her stitches. Yesterday when we came back from doing the groceries, it was stuck in her mouth. The poor thing. She had the instead of it being on her neck, it was in her mouth, and she couldn't get it out. I felt so bad. I had food and water in there, and she wasn't, she couldn't eat, and it looked like she was trying to eat. I just felt so bad. So I just can't wait to take that thing off her head. It's hilarious. She's bumping into everything, poor thing. At first, it was hard for her to get comfortable. She seems to have gotten used to it. Word of advice, I think I paid $13 for that. Save your money and go. I ban PetSmart right now. I boycott PetSmart for my own life. I'm so mad at them for what they did. But you go to Petco, and they sell soft collars, so it's more comfortable. And there's one that even sells a donut, where it still prevents them from biting themselves, but it doesn't cover their whole face, so it's more comfortable. I would have preferred to pay $20 for that than pay $13 for this plastic thing, and it fell apart a couple of times, and I had a hard time getting it back together. So that I would give you that advice. Don't buy those pet collars from the vet. It kind of bothers me. They should just include it. If you go to PetSmart or go to Petco or go to a pet supply store and get a soft collar or the donut. I'm not sure. I haven't tried the donut, so I don't know how comfortable that is for them. But they have to wear something, and I'd rather pay $20 for that. If I had known, I would have told them, I don't want your collar. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, and I went to the doctor, and my diabetes is under control. Because I went for my follow-up. My mammogram came out fine. My pap smears came back fine. My diabetes is in check. And she has suggested that, because I still get the stomach aches, sometimes they could be every 2 days, sometimes they could be every 2 weeks, sometimes they're every 2 months. And each time they're getting worse and worse, where I'm like ready to go to the emergency room when I get them. But she suggested, since my diabetes is in check, to instead of taking the 1,000 milligrams, because I already cut it from 2,000 to 1,000. I'm not taking 2,000, or I'll be in pain all the time. She suggested that to take 500 milligrams because my diabetes was in check, and that would work. So I'm a little nervous because I don't want my diabetes to get bad again. But my blood pressure is very, very high still. Again, there's salt in foods. This is the weird thing. I don't really eat meat a lot anymore because it's, I cook for my family and it's very salty. So I'll either make fish for myself or I'll eat a veggie patty for myself without any salt in it. And so, really, honestly, like I said, I'm like tired of making 2 meals. I've just been so busy that I'll just have a veggie patty with bread. So I try not to have the salt. And I felt like I wasn't getting enough protein. So I'm trying to make fish again for me. And what's weird is that she said you have too much protein in your kidneys. This was really weird. And I was like, I found that strange. And she's like, you need to come back for more blood work. And I said, well, I have a $2,000 deductible. I'm not paying $2,000. I know the blood work is going to be expensive. And she said the blood work is for my liver. I'm like, I don't get it. If you're telling me the problem's with my kidney, why are you going to take blood work off my liver? They said they want to rule out certain things. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have yellow eyes. I'm not going to worry about it, you know? But I found that, how can I have too much protein when I feel like I'm not eating enough protein, though some people explain that a lot of vegetables and grains have a lot of protein in them already. So I felt like I wasn't getting enough protein. I feel like I was like your body gives you certain signs, and I just don't feel good when I don't have enough protein. And why are my nails growing? You know, I have too much protein. So that was weird, and I opted out of it. You know, she wants me to come back every week so she could test my blood pressure. Again, that's a racket, man. They want to milk the insurance company. I don't have $25 a week, so I'm going to be spending $100 a month so that she could check my blood pressure when I bought a blood pressure machine for $10 and it tells me my blood pressure. She wanted me to start new pills, so I'm going to start. She gave me these new pills for free, samples. She told me to try them out. So I'm going to try out these pills, and you know, and after I've finished the pill she gives me, then I'll make an appointment, because I also want to get my, she asked me if I got my eyes checked. I said yes, and I want her to get the records because I got a letter stating that I need to see an eye specialist. And she was concerned, my doctor was concerned about my eyes, and she said not because of diabetes, but because of my blood pressure. I'm like, okay. She says, how are my eyes? And I wasn't thinking about the little blind spot. I don't know why that just went out. I was just worried about everything else, and I totally forgot. I was like, well, I do need new glasses. She says, do you see blurry? I said, well, yeah, because I need new glasses, but it's not like, oh, I can't see. You know, it's like I can see, just not as well. And I totally forgot to tell her about the blind spot and you know, how sometimes I get that blind lightning type of thing where it goes across my eyes for 30 minutes. So I decided I am going to go back, just not in 1 week. I'm going to take her blood pressure pills, and if they don't make me sick, or if they do make me sick, you know, I'll go back to her, because they want to do process of elimination, and I want to talk to her about my eyes. So, you know, I just got to try and be in control of that money spending, because I have a $2,000 deductible, and I called about the labs, and they said it was going to be like $1,000. I'm like, you know what? No. And then she said, well, you can go to our lab, it's only $400. I'm like, I don't have $400. If I have $400 in my back pocket, please. You know, so. Oh, look, see, every day I'm doing something. Every single day I am doing something. I had to take I had to go to the doctor Monday for me, go to the doctor Tuesday for my son. And again, it's like you think you're going in and out, and you're there for hours. And then I had to take my daughter for blood work. And look what I found in the hospital. Isn't that cutie? I love Grumpy Cat. I love Grumpy Cat. She is the official Grumpy Cat from Gons. I don't know what company that's doing that cutie. Now I have a Grumpy Cat. And it wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be $25. It was only $15. So I just had to get him. So, okay. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Give me, little, come on. Yeah. She's not sorry. She's not doing nothing. Look at her. The poor thing. I hate this thing. I think I suffer more than she does. I want that off her so bad. But she tries to rip out her stitches, so. I poor thing. She's our Tasmanian devil. Someone, don't bring me another dog. I fall in love hard. Go ahead. Go Tasmanian devil. Go. Tear up the place. Okay, I'll see you next week with the 1960s look. And I think that's going to be a challenge, because that's when things got crazy. Ooh, what happened? All right, see you next week. Bye.